whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John chapter 4 verses 8. So today we are ending our jollof rice series for the year 2022 with this unforgettable and magical Koobi Jollof coming straight from my late grandma's kitchen. We are doing it all native style today, and I'm truly excited about that. I'd like to also welcome you back to the Lovystouch food channel. Please be seated and let's get started. So for this native Koobi Jollof, you will need more of chopped onions, both red and white ones, and you need your tomato puree, some pepper and some fish seasoning or shrimp seasoning, some Koobi, of course, or salted tilapia, rice, your oil, and a little bit of tomato paste. So to begin with, we're going to cut our Koobi or salted tilapia into smaller pieces like this, as you see on your screens. As you can see, this was also soaked for about 2 to 3 hours before I started to use it. It's advisable to wash it about 2 times more once you're done cutting it. Okay, native as this jollof rice seems, we are going to be grinding it with our earthen bowl today. We are putting the blender aside and we'll be blending or grinding our garlic, ginger, and a bit more of chopped white onions, and I also add about a teaspoon each of some rosemary and thyme, and I'll go ahead and blend it until they are perfectly smooth. We will not forget about our habanero pepper and some shito as well. All right. We are done with the grinding part. We'll go ahead and start off with the stew. So with our pot, we add our oil. Use any oil of choice, and our chopped onions goes in. Fry that for about a minute. And I'll add 2 fermented fishes here, which is the momoni, and our dawa, which is called Lucost bean. They are so great for this beautiful jollof recipe. Make sure it's all infused very well, and then add your grinded spices, which I also made mention of it earlier on. If you missed it, please go back and watch. Add everything, and the aroma here is amazing. Fry that for about a minute as well, and add your tomato paste. That should also fry for about 2 minutes, and add your tomato puree or your chopped tomatoes. I am going to rinse out the bowl and the earthen bowl as well, just to loosen up the thickness of the stew a little bit, and then introduce my seasoning. Here I just use some shrimp seasoning. Use any jollof seasoning of choice, it will work perfectly. And then introduce my Koobi or salted tilapia. Here it's very advisable not to add salt just yet, because the tilapia is really very salty, and you do not want to make your jollof rice overly salty. Okay, the Koobi has been added. Please be sure to cook this on a very low heat. This way the salted tilapia or the Koobi is able to release all the salt that it has to the stew. Okay, and add in some bay leaves. It's optional, but it makes it very aromatic as well. The aroma in here is incredibly amazing. I just love and adore Koobi so much. The authentic aroma is everything for me. So right now I'm going to take out the Koobi and set it aside, and then add our rice. I allow that to cook for about 20 minutes on a very low heat. So now we add our washed rice, our washed jasmine rice to be precise. It is so beautiful, and you see how saucy this jollof is already looking. That is what you want it to be. Okay, so no better time for you to taste for salt than now, because the Koobi has released all the salt to the stew, and you need to taste if you need to add more or less. Okay, so right now we have cooked this rice for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it looks incredibly amazing, I can say. It smells so good. It's the aroma of this jollof for me, fam. You need to give this a try. So we have about 10 minutes ish on our side. I'm going to add some chopped red onions and cover it with a parchment paper for 5 minutes, and then I will just come back and we will see how things are looking. So at this point, the rice has been cooking for about 20 minutes. We have about 5 minutes on us to get this rice done. It's the best time for us to add our Koobi back to the jollof rice. As you can see, I reserved the head for later because I did not want to add it. It's quite bony and it might choke on especially the little ones. All right, so 5 minutes, cover it, and your rice should be ready. It is so tasty. The aroma of this and the flavor that will just melt in your mouth is on a high note. It's so good and reminds me so much of my grandma. Of course, this is how she always served her jollof, with some eggs and avocado, and the head was always somewhere relaxing for anyone who loved that extra. This is so delicious, family. I really hope you give this a try. I know that you're going to love this. So good. So there you have it, family. We are done. We just had the amazing time enjoying this together. Brought lots of memories back. So yes, on this note, it brings us to the end of this recipe. I truly hope you learned a thing or two, and please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, because it really helps the channel grow, and also share to a few friends and family as well. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again, and just know that you are so beautiful just the way you are. See you in my next one.